Hello, beautiful people. Future me. Welcome to another programming workout of mine. And this time we will be doing Java. First, we will have a 5 minutes of typing practice, so let's get into it. Start the time. – 80%. Okay, let's keep the practice. Okay, what is the result? It should be better, right? 2%, nice. That is nice. Okay. Oh, that is nice. That's beautiful. I wish it was like this every single time. Oh well. So we are done with the typing, and now we will continue with the Java part of the things. So let's get into that. I was doing strings, if I remember correctly, and I ended with the subsequence method. Did I completed it? I don't know. So here it is. Strings. And it was subsequence. Subsequence. Okay, so here's a substring. So we will do substring. And there's a. I'll go back. There are two things which we can do. Okay. So I will do. Don't need all of these things, other things. So and we will say, oh, what? No, this is bad. This guy, yep. And that was okay. Well, the subsequence I apparently was doing here, but I didn't do all of them. So, for example, I didn't do only one parameter. That's one, and let's say subsequence. Huh. Oh, it's substring. Okay. So my mistake. Substring, and this will be substring, and we need something. So we will have a string t1, and that will, well, maybe I could do that. Well, never mind. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like so, and we do that, and I'll try it with 0, and I'll try it with 5, and then we can do t1 substring, and here I will provide two parameters. So first will be from the beginning and take 3 characters. So we want to 3, so it will be 0, 3, and then I can do the same thing, but we will start at 3, and we will end up at, whoa, what about, oh crap, what about if I say 3 as well, and then say 6, for example. I'm interested. Okay, so 0 to 3. So the first one returns that string. The second one will get us 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 0 to 3, that gets us something. Then we have the 3, 3, that returns us nothing. Okay. And then we have 3 to 6, and that will be 4, 5, 6. Okay, that makes sense. It makes sense. So we know about substring now. What is next? Char to char array. Okay, so so like so, string u1 and that will equal. Do I have to create? Well, maybe I don't have to create it all the same things. Oh well. We'll create the same thing almost. And we want to char array, so we will say print out, and we have a u1 to char array, and we want, I don't know, the first position. Then we will have a look at the fifth position, and then we will have a look at just that, just that. And oh, maybe we can do arrays to string, right, on it. But I'll do it like so, and I will say arrays to string, and we'll close it in here. Delete that, and let's have a look. Interesting. So, and we have that, okay. So that was to char array, then we have a to lowercase with local, okay. Is it one word? To lowercase, and we will have a string v1, and that will be equal to this thing, which is not very readable, so I will do some magic here. Okay, so if we do v1 to lowercase, get something, and then I will create a new local, and cannot resolve constructor. No string language. Okay, so let's do check, I guess. Try that. Okay, then we will have a new local, and that will be English. Okay, And let's try that. So first we will do south, and it will be v1 to lowercase with check, and I can do F the same with English. Here we go. Now I'm curious if that would be any different. Okay, and the difference is Latin. Is Latin if the compact strings encoder, so this one is compact strings. That is a boolean. And I forgot to start the time. Well, I can use that opportunity to change my settings, and that is, I'll say back, and I don't want background, I want smart keys. Sure. Okay, I want shortcuts. Short. Okay, key map, and I want back. Editor, backspace, move current main menu, navigate back, Control Alt left. Oh, Control Alt left? Okay. Okay, what is my mouse set up to? Here I have Alt and left. Yeah, let's do that. I switch that anyway. So that was settings, key map. Here I will say back. It is this guy. Remove this, and now I want to add keyboard shortcut. We will say Alt left. Already assigned in. Compare previous file, select previous tab. Okay, so I would like to change that. If I say OK, we can remove it. Okay, so that's good. And I want in the navigation, if I unselect this, do I still have the navigate? Yeah. So we will have a forward, and I will remove this guy, and I will assign a new, and add keyboard shortcut, and that will be forward, so that is alt right. Okay, yeah, remove. What do we have more? Bookmarks. Select in Alt F1. Alt F1, what is it? Oh, project view, file structure. Project. Web browser. Hmm. Hide, Shift Escape. It doesn't work for me. Shift Escape doesn't do anything. Interesting. So we were here. Our string class. And we were doing lowercase. And this one is handy. What this one does in project tool, fire, web browser, project structure. Shift Escape still doesn't close it. It just doesn't work. Okay, we can. So we have the local that I did not solve really. Now he has toString, two uppercase. Also with that, okay, so we will do two uppercase. And we will say just south v1 to uppercase, and that will be it. Presentation assistant, I will try to, well, this is colors here. And we will say top left, apply. I'll see. Trim. Trim is important. And we will have a string, and it will be W1, and that will be spaces, something, spaces, tab, okay, something like that. And we will have a salt, double one, this is how it looks normally, and then we, oh crap, I can have that, trim. Okay, let's have a look. Mhm. Now what? Value of static. Okay. So we can have salt. Salt, and that will be value of. Value of, and we will have a well, that will do the same thing as if we print the number, right? We just, I think, so let's say long equals to 123L, and I will print just long, or I can do string dot value of and say lng, and I wonder what the difference will be. There's no difference. What does it return? It returns string. It just calls toString. Okay. Did I change the assignment? I didn't save it. How come? Remove. So that was what? This is back. Left, okay. Remove. And then I want forward. Remove that. Add keyboard shortcut. Okay. Remove. Apply. Okay. Now what? That kind of works. So we have that. Trim static value of. Okay, so we have the string thing finally. So next is arrays, and I will do this, and we will create a package. The package will be 16. Come on. 16, and that is arrays. Okay. And here we will say, I don't know, class, and that will be arrays chapter, whatever. Yes, please edit. And that reminds me that I probably want to do a commit. But only that guy, and this I will say finished like that. Okay, commit. Let's have a look how it looks in the VCS. Finished, unfinished. Okay, cool. Okay, so arrays. So we will do public static void main, and the arrays are like defined like this. So this will be an array of integers. So int array, and two ways how we can initialize it right away. So we can say 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, or I can define just the new new int, and here I will provide a dimension which will be, well, 10 for example, and then I can print them out. So I will say arrays dot toString, and I will pass in int array1, and I will do the same thing with the second one. I'll just print out the results so we see. The integers should be initialized as zeros, all of them. It will have their default value. So if I say boolean, for example, this boolean array1, that will be new boolean, and let's do 10 for example as well, and I'll try to print it. So this will be arrays toString, and we will say boolean array1, we'll get all false, and then it's too much. Maybe want 3. 3 is better. Here we go. So we can have a multi-dimensional arrays as well. So this was single dimension arrays. Then we'll have multi-dimensional arrays, like so. So if we want to have 2 dimensions, it will be int, and you just do blam blam, and we say int array 3, and we can either say new int, and here you say the dimensions. So let's say 2 and 3, for example. And for that, if we try to print it out, I think it will know arrays to string on int array 3. We'll get array with 2 pointers, and that means that in the outer array, this one that has 2 fields, and those 2 fields are pointing to another arrays, which is of type of integer. So what we actually have to do is to do a for cycle. So I do for each, and I will say it will be of type int int array, which will be called array for this time, and we will take it from int array 3. Yeah, and here we will print out what is inside of those arrays. So I'll say that we will do space in here and plus arrays dot to string, and we will put in arr. Yeah, so right now, if I print it out, we will see what it consists of. And those are 2 arrays with zeros right now. I can also initialize it right away, like you saw here, and that I will say int, and let's say int array 4, for example, and that will be here. I can define, so this is the outer dimension, right? And what is interesting to me, at least here, is that I can create with different dimensions. So this will have 2 elements in it, and then I can define one with how many I want. So for 5 elements, for example. And someone is calling me. Okay, so that was an interruption a little bit. And we can continue. Okay, so I was initializing this array, start the time, and what I can do here is now print it out the same way I did here. So I will say for int, oh come on, integer array, I will print it out. Print, and we will say the same thing. Plus, that was arrays to string, and we will say in here, and here will be the just differentiated the second multi-dim array. Save it, run it. Yeah, you see. Okay, so that's basically it, I think. So let's have a look what they have to say in the tutorial about it. As a declaring, oh yeah, you can do that, but one of those is the preferred, so this is the one. Syntax, there's the array size, which I showed. There's a initialization direct, how is it called? Alternative keys. Success through index. Oh yeah, so I can use the index. That's kinda. I know that. Example. Initialize and process. Summing all. Finding largest element. Print all. Okay, I can do that. The for each loop we did as well. Parsing array to methods. Passing arrays to methods. Yeah, so it is an object, so that should be remembered. Returning an array from method. Method else may also return an array. The arrays class. Oh, it has a lot of things in here. So, but binary search equals fill sort. I think I can do that quickly. So switch back to that, and here we will say sort. Method. Class methods. Yep. And we can. Well, I showed the toString already, but we have the sort thing, so let's do int uh, int array 5, and that will be equal to something unsorted. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7, that 0, and minus that. Okay, and we can do arrays sort, and we put int array 5 in our case, and now we can do print it out. So before sorting, so we will say arrays to string int array 5 duplicate it and just shift it in here. So now we should have two outputs, one of the unsorted and the second one of the sorted thing. Yep. So that was the sort. Then we had what was search or whatever. Oh, there's a fill. Okay, so binary search. I started in here. Okay, so let's go back in here. So we can do fill. So fill, and we say int array 6. This will be, and it will be equal new int, and this will have 6 elements, for example. If we print it out, is to string int array 6, and before we can sort it, so we say arrays sort, and we put in the int array 6. That will sort things out. Oh, that is a fill. I did the sort already. Go back. Fill. And we will provide the array. So it will be int array 6. And we will fill it with 8, for example. We have 8. Okay, so we have the fill. What is the next thing? Equals. For that we will have a int, and that will be int array 7, and that will be equal to 1, 2, 3. And we will have a int array 8, and that will be equal to 1, 2, 3 as well. And now we can compare them. So first I can do it the way which will not work. This will compare the references using the equal sign. Okay, well, int array 7 equal int array 8. So this will return false because the int array 7 is comparing those values. We'll see. We'll let it run. And those are basically the pointers to the arrays, to the object, to the array object. So the right way to do it is to use the equals, and we can do sort, and here we will say arrays that equals. And you can see we can use that, and we say int array 7, and the second parameter will be int array 8, and that will return true. they are the same, and we can also compare it to something else, 6 maybe. It will return false. And then I want to try to int array dot equals, if that is a thing at all. So I say int array 7 dot equals, and I will say int array 8 and run it and see. And that does not work because the equals implementation here looks like this. Return this equals to object. Yeah, so it compares the reference, not anything useful. Okay, and oh, there's one more, I think, equals, and there's a search specified array of objects for specified value using the binary search algorithm. The array must be sorted prior making this call. It returns the index of the search key. Otherwise, it returns insertion point +1. Okay. So that we will do that. And that is binary search, I think. Yep. And we will have a int array 9, and that will be equal to doesn't matter, 1 3 oh, that's 6 8 1 2 3 4 5 6 0 whatever, and we will now try to search for it. It has to be sorted, right? So we will do arrays sort, and we will sort int array 9, int array 9, and then we can print out the result of this binary search. So we will say arrays dot binary search, and we will search the int array 9, and we will search for 8, for example. 8. Okay, and we'll run it. Maybe I could also print out the array. So what is happening? I have a caps lock on. Okay. And we want arrays to string, and we want the int array 9 in here. Okay, so this one works. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3. This is the index. And now I'm curious what will happen before sorting that. So this will be after sorting, but what if I do this? And this will be before sorting. So I'm curious. Maybe it will fail. Yes. Still works. Still works. So what if I do, what if the 8 is here? -3. Okay, so that is a problem. Okay, so it might not work if the array is not sorted. And with that, we are at the end of the chapter. We are way over the time, so that means we are done. Done is better than perfect, and I will see you next time. Bye.